Welcome to my academy, the place for mathematics and science. Dear students, let's continue to discuss the chapter coordinate geometry. In this chapter, in the last class, we were focusing on the second important concept of this chapter. It is section formula. Bhumika Adiga, what is section formula?
Sir, unmute your audio. Unmute your audio.
This is the formula used to find out the coordinates of a point which divides the given line in the given ratio. Just with respect to that, I draw the figure. Okay, there are 2 points A and B. Their coordinates are x1, y1 and x2, y2. And this is the line which joins these 2 points. There is a point on this line. I call this as C. This point will divide the whole line in the ratio m1 is to m2. We need to find out the coordinates of the point C. For finding the coordinates of the point C, we will use section formula. Hence, you can define this as the formula used to find out the coordinates of a point which divides the given line in the given ratio, right? And the formula is here x comma y is equal to m1 x2 plus m2 x1 by m1 plus m2. This is x coordinate. And we want y coordinate as well. We will write it as m1 y2 plus m2 y1 by m1 plus m2. This is the section formula for internal division. If the point which divides the given line in the given ratio is outside the given line, we will call that as external division. And for that, we just go for changing the sign. Here plus is there, we will write minus only for external division. But in our syllabus, we have only internal division. If the point C divides the whole line segment in 2 equal parts, exactly 2 equal parts, then we call that point as midpoint.
Midpoint.
How do you find out the coordinates of this midpoint?
x1 plus x2
By
by 2.
using the formula x1 plus x2 by 2 and y
And 1 plus
coordinate
y2 by 2.
y1 plus y2 by 2. This is midpoint formula, which is used to find out the coordinates of the midpoint. Then to derive these 2 formula, we have used a triangle concept. What is that?
Pythagoras theorem.
Similarity concept. You can say 2 triangles are similar if and only if the corresponding angles are equal and the corresponding sides are in the same ratio or in proportion, right? If you say the triangle ABC is similar to triangle PQR, what about the corresponding angles? Angle A equal to
Angle A is equal to angle P, angle B is equal to angle Q, angle C is equal to angle
B
R.
equal to angle R. These are the corresponding angles which are equal to each other. Next, the corresponding sides will be in the same ratio. Those corresponding sides are AB and PQ. This ratio is equal to BC by QR, which is equal to AC by PR, right? And we also know that if the corresponding angles are equal, we call such triangles as
Equiangular triangles.
And all equiangular triangles are similar. If the triangles are equiangular, then their corresponding x will be in the same ratio, right?
Sir.
So using this, we derived these two formula, and we were solving the problems on the section formula. In that, how many were over?
One, sir.
Only one. One was over. Okay. Now I'll move on to second one with respect to section formula only. Right. Second one. This was given in the examination for 1 month. 1 month. Second one, put double stop mark and write. Find the coordinates of the point. Coordinates of the point which divides the line joining the points. The line joining the points minus 1,7 and 4, minus 3 in the ratio 2:3. Yes. And we have already come to know how to solve this. Try to solve yourself. And meanwhile, you can also observe the board to cross-check your answer. First, let us write the data. And for your reference, just I am drawing a figure relevant to the given state. Just I'll take and draw the line AB. A and B are the 2 points. Their coordinates are minus 1,7 and 4, minus 3. There is a point on this line AB. I call this point as C. It has divided the line in the ratio 2:3. What is it? Now start writing the data with me. I'll take the first point, that is minus 1,7 as x1, y1. Next, second point, 4, minus 3 as x2, y2. Next, ratio has been given, that is 2:3. I take this as m1:m. You are going to find out the coordinates of C. Please write with me. Let us find out C.
Sir, answer is 1,3, sir.
1,
Yes, sir.
3.
1,3. Yes, sir.
Which formula should be used? Section formula.
Section
formula.
M1 x2. Continue. Correct. Then y coordinate. M1 y2. Correct. M1 plus M2. This is section formula. Even I have already taught you how to go for substitution. First, which are to be substituted? M1 and M2. Aduna now substitute. Whereas M1 is 2, M2 is 3. Here I'll write 2 into plus 3 into by 2 plus 2. 2 into plus 3 into by 2 plus 3. Then let's move on to x to x1 and y to y1. X to x1. Here 4 and minus 1. 4 and minus 1. Y to y1. Minus 3 and 7. Minus 3 and 7. Check whether your substitution is correct.
Yes, sir.
If we expect the steps, if it is given for 2 marks, for this half marks will be considered. And for this half marks will be considered. You'll go for assuming the given points and also ratio. That means overall data half marks will be considered. Okay? We expect only the final answer. Here, any number of steps you may follow. We won't consider that. We want final answer. Here, all right. 2 4s are 8. 3 into minus 1 minus 3. 8 minus 1. 8 minus 3 is 5. 2 plus 3, 5. 5 by 5, 1. Next, here 2 into minus 3, minus 6. 3 into 7, 21. 21 minus 6, 15. 2 plus 3, 5. 15 by 3, 15 by 5. This is
3.
you expect only this one. Got it? One mark here now. Expect one only final answer. Question and calculation. What is the coordinates? Just for 1 mark. Calculation, however, it all depends on you. If you want to go for shortcut, no need to go for using the formula. Don't go for writing the formula. Directly go for substitution. Yes. Then conclusion. Therefore, the coordinates of the point required is 1, 3. Or coordinates of the point which divides the line in the ratio 2:3 is 1, 3. You can also write like that. Over. Next.
Sir,
Third one.
sir, why we cannot put -1 first and after 4, sir, there in x2, x1?
Where? X2, x1.
We can put -1 first, then after 4, no, sir, there in substitution x2, x1. Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
This is x1. This is y1. It is x2.
Okay, sir.
Y2. X2 is 4. In place of that, we must write 4 only.
Okay, sir.
X1 is -1. In place of x1, we must substitute -1 only. Got it? Have
Yes,
you
sir.
understood?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Now, I'll move on to third one. Third one, it is very important. Usually, this type can be expected in the examination regarding section formula only. Observe it. Don't write anything, just observe. This is the line. I name it as AB. And this is the point C, which divides the line into 2 equal parts. If you know the coordinates of these 2 points, A and B, how do you find out the coordinates of C?
Bisection formula.
1 plus
Midpoint
x1
formula.
plus x2 by 2, midpoint formula.
And you also know that a point which divides the line into 2 equal parts is called
midpoint.
midpoint or point of bisection, means dividing into 2 equal parts. Suppose a line, again I'll go for taking a line AB, it should be divided into 3 equal parts. Then how many points should be there? How many points will
2
divide?
points. 2
2
points.
points.
2 points.
2 points.
I made these as P and Q. What do you call P and Q? with respect to this line.
Midpoint.
How do you say that? Means P will divide AB into two equal parts. Then the points which divide the given line into three equal parts, they are called points of trisection. This is point of bisection. This is point of, these are point of trisection. Similar. AB, it should be divided into four equal parts. How many points should be there? Three.
Three, sir.
3 points.
I'll call them as P, Q, and R. What do you call P, Q, and R?
Points of
Point of quarter section.
Point of bisection, point of trisection, points of trisection, points of quadrisection. Then dividing into four equal parts. So just I go for taking one such problem regarding this points of trisection. Many times it has been given either trisection or quadrisection. Right. One such question. Find the coordinates of the points of trisection. Find the coordinates of the points of trisection. Means dividing into three equal parts of the line segment joining the points joining the points 4 comma minus and minus 2 comma minus. One minute, just stop right here. Look here, first let me draw the figure relevant to the given statement. Even if you want, you can draw that. Here is a line segment joining these 2 points. I take the 2 points as A and B. Whereas A is 4 comma minus 1, B is minus 2 comma minus 3. You are going to find out the coordinates of the points of trisection. So 2 points will be the points of trisection. I name these 2 points as P and Q. Okay. Then P and Q will divide AB into 3 equal parts. They are AB equal to PQ equal to QB. You need to find out the coordinates of P and Q separately. Observe first P. How do you go for finding the coordinates of P? What formula can be used? Do you say that P is the midpoint of AB? AQ. And Q coordinates ಗೊತ್ತಿರಬೇಕು. We know only these two, A and B. My question is very simple. How do you find out coordinates of P? You may say that by using formula.
Formula with ratio 2:1.
I am asking you, what formula can be used? Section formula can be used. Section formula use ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ you must know the ratio. That means
2:1, sir.
AP is to PB. What is that ratio? Very good.
1:2. 1:1.
AP, this is 1. Then PB, it is 2. 1 is to 2. M1 and M2 are the good type. Next, similarly, how do you find out the coordinates of Q?
2:1, sir.
Taking BQ and AQ.
The ratio 2:1. Hangadru thought. Or else, after finding P, you will get the coordinates. Then
Yes, sir. 1
Q
is to
will
1.
be the midpoint of P. So you can use midpoint formula to find out the coordinates of Q. Or section formula can also be used. Did you all understand? Any doubt? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Please start writing with me.
Sir, I got the answer as 2, minus 5/3.
Wait. Just tell that.
2, minus 5/3, sir.
Oh, okay. Another one. You are trying.
0, minus
You are
7.
You are right. Right. Data. We have assumed that points as A and B. Let A equal to 4, minus 1 and B is equal to minus 2, minus 2. Without fail, you have to write this. Let P and Q be the points of trisection. Let P and Q be the points of trisection. Here, AP is equal to PQ equal to Q. Now let us go for finding 1 by. First, first, which one? Coordinates of P thought.
P.
So what formula should be used? Section formula.
Section formula.
In both the cases, as we are going to use section formula, let us write that in the beginning one. Right. Calculation. We know that x, y is equal to m1 x2 plus m2 x1 by m1 plus m2. Next, m1 y2 plus m2 y1 by m1 plus m2. First, I'll take coordinates of P. Coordinates of P find out what you must know the ratio. What is that ratio?
1 is to
1
2.
is to 2. Here I'll write AP is to PB. It is equal to 1 is to 2, which is nothing but M1 is to M. Right. Let us find out coordinates of P. P of x, y. This is equal to, first you may substitute M1 and M2. 1 and 2 are there. 1 into plus 2 into by 1 plus 2. Next, 1 into plus 2 into by 1 plus 2. Let us substitute x2, x1. Here, minus 2 and 4. Minus 2, 4. Next, minus 3, minus 1. They are y2 and y1. Minus 3, then minus 1. This is equal to, here minus 2. Here 2 4s are 8. 8 minus 2, 6. 1 plus 2, 3. 6 by 3. This is 2. Got same?
Yes, sir.
Next, Here,
Sir, 2 comma 5 by
3 into 1 minus 3.
2 comma
2 into
minus 5 by 3.
minus 2. Minus 3 minus 2 minus 5. 1 plus 2 is 3.
3
Can write
minus
as minus 5y. So this is the coordinates of P. You may use midpoint formula to find out coordinates of Q, or else again section form. Now the other use one. Right. Coordinates of Q. Let us go for using section formula only. To use that section formula, we need the ratio. What is that ratio?
2:1.
1.
2:1.
What are those parts?
AP
Q and
BQ.
and Q.
Q1. Q.
QB. Right. AQ is to QB. It is equal to 2:1, which is equal to M1 is to M. Isn't it? Right. Then Q of X comma Y is equal to, again substitute first M1 and M2. It is 2 into plus 1 into by 2 plus 1. 2 into plus 1 into by 2 plus 1. Next, X to X1. Same, minus 2 and 4. Y to Y1, minus 3 and minus 1. Here, observe 4 ones are 4. Minus 2 into 2. Minus 4. Plus 4 minus 4 get cancelled. 0 by 3. 0 by anything is 0. We can write it is 0. Next, 2 into minus 3, minus 6.
0 comma minus 7.
Minus 7 by 3.
Minus 1, minus 7 by 3.
0 comma minus 7 by 3.
Correct. 0 comma minus 7 by 3. Written up? Here. Tushar, have you written? Varsha MS. Varsha MS, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Pawan, finished? Varnita? Andaru? Sneha AP? Karthik? Tarini? Tarini? Now let me write the conclusion. Therefore, the coordinates of points of trisection are P is 2 comma minus 5 by 3 and Q is 0 comma minus 7 by 3.
Sir, please explain once again, sir.
Yes, yes.
Please explain from first one, sir.
Speak bit loudly.
Please explain from first, sir.
Okay. Once I explain that, just observe. It's very simple. They are given 2 points, A and B, and a line that joins AB. There are 2 points which divide the whole line segment into 3 equal parts, and these 2 points are called points of trisection. We need to find out the coordinates of P and Q. To find out P, you must know a ratio where P at point P from A to P 1 part and P to B there are 2 parts. Hence the ratio will be 1:2. We'll go for using section formula to find out the coordinates of P. Then after that we need to find out Q. Whereas Q will divide the line segment AB in the ratio. That ratio can be taken like this. See that here up to here 1 part, then up to here 2 parts. then here is 1 point. Hence it will be 2:1. To find out the coordinates of Q, ratio will be 2:1. Again, using the section formula, we'll find out the coordinates. Followed. Next, one more important type is there. See, I think 2 types are over now. First one, just we found out only the coordinates of the point which divides the given line in the given ratio. Second one, we found out
Points of trisection.
coordinates of the points of trisection. Even we have quadrant section, that will be solved later. And with respect to section formula, one more is there. I tell you, just observe. Don't write. Stop writing and look at. There are 2 points, A and B, whose coordinates are known. X1, Y1, and this is X2, Y2. This is the line which joins A and B. There is a point C. Even we know the coordinates of C. It is X, Y. Could you tell what is that?
Ratio.
Ratio is unknown. Now we ratio gottilla. That is M1 is to M2. Now in this problem, we are going to find out the ratio at which the point C will divide the AB. Got it? And we assume this ratio as K:1 while finding. I'll tell you why it is. Before that, copy the question. Fourth question, please put double star mark. Right. Fourth one, double star mark. Find the ratio. Find the ratio in which the line segment joining the point, joining the points -3, 10 and 6, -8 is divided by -1, 6. So, meaning you have already understood this. Now, let me draw the figure relevant to the given state. What are the given 2 points? -3, 10 and 6, -8. So let me write that. This is the line. You can also write with me. I take the points which are joined by this line R, A and B. Okay, go on writing. Coordinates of A is 3, 10. Coordinates of B 6, -8. This line is divided by the point. I call this as C. Do you know its coordinate?
-1, 6.
Yes, it is -1, 6. Put it on. Is divided by -1, 6. -1, 6 will divide the line in some ratio. That ratio is unknown. This is to be found out. You may take either M1 is to M2 or K is to 1. In both the ways it comes. And please go on writing the data with me. First, minus 3 comma 10. You may take this as x1 y1. Next 6 comma minus 8 and x2 y2. Next ratio m1 is to m2 is, I take this as k is to 1. So what formula should be used? And even they have given the point C as well. Then point C, this is x comma y minus 1 comma 6. It is x comma y. Now let's go on to calculation. For calculation, we'll go for using section formula. Right. By section formula. Vijay, tell that. Section formula. Don't turn the pages and don't go through the pages. Observe the board and tell. Huh? Because x comma y, which is equal to m1 x2 plus m2. Before writing, you should tell. You practice. Next, m1 y2 plus m2 y1 by m1 plus m2. Now you may go for substituting. X comma y is already known. It is minus 1 comma 6. Right. It is minus 1 comma 6 is equal to m1 and m2. We have assumed that ratio as k is to 1. Write k in place of m1 and 1 in place of m2. Right. Here k into plus 1 into by k plus 1. Next, k into plus 1 into whole divided by k plus 1. Substitute x2, x1. Here, x2 is 6, x1 is minus 6 minus 3. y2, y1. y2 is minus 8, y1 is 10. Minus 8, 10. This is equal to,
First we evaluate
6k minus 3, k plus 1 only. But the k plus 1 is k1 and 100. What it is k plus 1 only. Both are unlike, cannot be added. You should write them.
minus 8k plus 10 by k
Next,
plus 1.
it is minus 8k plus 10 by k plus 1. Observe.
6k minus 3 by k plus 1 is equal to minus 1.
Very good. To find out the value of k, you may equate either x coordinate or y coordinate. You have another thought, which is x coordinate minus 1.
Minus 1.
6k minus 3 by k plus 1. This is another equation. Right? Here are put imply symbol minus 1 is 6k minus 3 by k plus 1 is equal to minus 1. Then 6k minus 3, go for cross multiplication. K plus 1 into minus 1. It is minus k minus 1. If doubt, ask me. Any doubt? Here we are cross multiplying. Minus 1 into k plus 1. It will multiply minus 1 into k, minus k. Minus 1 into minus, sorry, minus 1 into plus 1, minus 1. Next, transfer minus k to the left hand side. Plus k. 6k plus
K is equals to minus 2 by 7, sir.
7. Transfer
2 by
minus
7.
to the right hand side. Plus 3. Minus 1 plus 3. 2. K is 2 by 7. K, nothing but k by 1. So it is k is to 1. It is equal to 2 is to 7.
M1 is 2, M2 is 7, sir.
M1 is 2, M2 is 7. Just directly you can write conclusion. Therefore, the required ratio or the ratio at which the line divides is 2 is to 7. Right. Therefore, the ratio at which line is divided is 2 is to 7. Then can we go for M1 and M2? K is to 0. You may take L is to 1, then P is to 1, another problem. But generally we have taken K as constant. K is to 1 in place of M1 and M2. If M1 and M2 are capacities, what happens? Will we get the same ratio? Ratio now find out what is given. M1 and M1 is to M2 should be same only. Don't write anything, just observe. Here, in place of K and 1, I'll write M1. This is M2. This is M1, M2, M1, M2, M1 plus M2. Then this will be 6M minus 6M1. It is M2. M1 plus M2. Then this is minus 8 M1, 10 M2. Are you all following? Then further, you may equate either x coordinate or y coordinate. Here also the same thing. Here I'll write 6M1 minus 3M2, 5M1 plus M2. It's equal to minus. Then cross multiply 6M1 minus 3M2 as it is.
Minus M1 minus
Minus
M2.
M1 minus M2.
7M1. Right? It's equal minus M2. This is minus 3M2.
2M2.
2M.
2M. ನಮಗೆ ರೇಷಿಯೋ ಬೇಕಾಗಿರೋದು M1 by M2 ಅಲ್ವಾ
7 by 2.
ಫಾಲೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ
2 by
this is 2
2 by 7.
ಮತ್ತು ಅದೇ ಸೇಮ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ನೋ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಅಟ್ ಆಲ್ to make it as calculation simpler we will take that ratio as k is to 1. That is the only difference. I think no need to write now, it can be understood. Next, I'll give you another one based on ratio only, but it was given in the examination. One sub question add madidare ashte, right? Sudarshan, have you understood? Okay, right. Prajwal, okay, very good. Chandana, yes. Siri AR. Andano. Okay. Purvi KR. What a shame. Basavana Gowda. No problem at all. Now we are moving to next one. Same type question. Find the ratio in which y-axis divides the line segment joining joining the points 5 comma minus 6 and minus 1 comma minus 4. Full stop. Also find the point of intersection first you understand the given statement. Please look here. Go through the statement once. Find the ratio in which y-axis divides the line segment joining these 2 points. What do you call the horizontal line with respect to Cartesian plane? X-axis. This is y-axis.
Axis.
5 comma minus 6. In which quadrant it lies?
First quadrant.
Adil Malik, first you observe.
Second quadrant.
Fourth quadrant, sir.
Alva. Then another one. Minus 1
Third
comma
quadrant.
minus 4.
Third quadrant.
Minus 1.
Third quadrant.
Here I am joining the points. Then look here. This line is intersected by
Y-axis.
The point is on
Y-axis.
Y-axis.
Then the coordinates of the point on the y-axis.
0, comma y.
0, comma
Y. And these are the 2 points. One is 5 comma minus 6 and another one is minus 1 comma minus 4. You have to find out the ratio. Did you understand? What is that ratio? K is to 1. Or
K is to 1.
M. Okay. This is the meaning of the given statement. Now let us go for solving. It is not compulsory to draw the figure like this only. It is only for the sake of understanding. If you want, you can also draw on the right side. Right side. Only for your reference. It's not compulsory. Is x4 x dash and is y4 y dash. These are the 4 points. I call it as A, this as B, this point is C. Okay, for your reference. Let us write the data. Right. The first point is 5 comma minus 6. You may call that as x1, y1. Then minus 1 comma minus 4. It is x2, y2. Next, have I given x comma y? What's the 0
comma y.
It
0,
is divided
0,
by,
y.
the line is divided by y-axis. Hence, we can write it is 0 comma y. That's equal to x comma y bracket and buried. Because point on the y-axis. Ratio, we do not know that. Right? Let M1 is to M2. Call it as K is to 1. Again, let's go for using section formula. Right. Y section formula. X comma y equal to M1 x2 plus M2 x1 by M1 plus M2. Right, y coordinates. M1 y2 plus M2 y1 by M1 plus M2. Go for substituting yourself. First, you have to substitute only M1 and M2. Substitute only M1 and M2. Where M1 is K and M2 is 1. You are right. K into plus 1 into by K plus 1. K into plus 1 into by K plus 1. X2, X1 minus 1 and 5. Minus 1 and 5. Next, Y2, Y1 minus 4 minus 6. Minus 4 minus 6. X comma Y, as the point is on Y axis, we can write it as 0 comma Y. That's equal to, right, minus K plus 5 by K plus 1.
Minus 4k.
4K
Minus 6
by
k plus
K
1.
plus 1. 0 comma Y. Whether you go for equating X coordinate or Y coordinate.
X coordinates are
Anyone can be taken. As you said, I'll go for taking X coordinates. Adu because you mention model. On equating X coordinates. Here. Minus K plus 5 by K plus 1 equal to 0. On cross multiply, RHS will be 0. Right? Then minus K plus 5 equal to 0. What is K? 5. Then K is to 1. 5 is to 1.
5.
Did you all understand? Doubt in the very simple. Minus K plus 5. Detail of 0 on cross multiply. 0 into K plus 1. 0 into K plus 1 is 0. Then minus K equal to transfer 5 to the right hand side. It becomes minus 1. Minus get cancelled. K equal to K is 5. K is to 1 is 5 is to 1. Therefore, in a conclusion,
M1 is 5, M2 is 1, sir.
therefore,
The required
The
ratio
point
is
divides
5
the
to
line
1.
into ratio of 5 is to 1.
the required ratio is 5 is to 1. Next. So total how many types are over?
2 types.
4 types. First, we found out the coordinates of the point which divides the given line in the given ratio. question is right. The required ratio is 5:1. Also, find the point of intersection. What is the point of intersection?
0, y.
0, y. How do you find out?
Substitute
Y.
k
Y
equals
ಬೇಕಲ್ಲ ನಮಗೆ ರೇಷಿಯೋ ಆಯ್ತು. We want y value. So y is equal to 4 minus 4k minus 6 by k plus 1. K value is already known. Substitute that.
5.
Minus 4 into 5 minus 6 by 5 plus 1. Minus 20 minus 6 minus 26 by 6. ಎಷ್ಟಾಗುತ್ತೆ?
13/3.
Hmm?
Minus 13/3.
Minus 13/3.
13 by 2. Sorry, 3. 3. 2 3s are 2 13s are. Y is equal to minus 13 by 3. Therefore, the point of intersection is the point of intersection. A. What is that? 0, y. 0, y is nothing but 0, minus 13 by 3. 13 by 3. Observe. There are 2 points A and B. AB is the line which joins 2 points A and B. Coordinates are known. There is a point M, C, whatever the letter you want you can take other than A and B. This divides AB into 2 equal parts. What it is called?
Midpoint.
Midpoint.
Point
How
of
do you
AB.
find out the coordinates of this midpoint? By using midpoint formula. What is the
Midpoint
midpoint
formula,
formula?
sir. X1 plus
plus
x2 by 2.
1 plus 1.
Y1 plus
Y1
y2
plus
by 2.
Y2 by 2. Such a simple problem is there. Please write this. Right. 6th one, Allah. Find the coordinates of the point which divides coordinates of the point which divides, continue on it. Which divides
Line segment into 2.
the line segment today.
Line segment into 2.
2 equals 5.
2 equal parts.
Joining the point.
Joining the points.
Points. Right. 2, 3. 7, minus 7, 5 into 2 equal parts. Which formula can be used?
Midpoint formula.
Midpoint formula. Either midpoint or section formula, but you find it easy to use midpoint formula. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಅವರೇ ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ.
Minus 2.5, 4, sir.
ಬೇಗ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ ನೋಡಿ. 2 minus 7 by 2. 2 minus 7 and the rest of
minus 5 by 2.
minus 5 by 2. 3 plus 5. 8. 8 by 2.
4
So it will be
minus 5 by 2
minus
comma
5
4.
by 2.
Minus 5 by 2,
comma
4.
4. That is the midpoint. Right. And the meaning, to tell you the meaning, I take the points as A and B, and this is the midpoint. Yeah. Right now, the data. It is x1, sorry, 2 comma 3. 2 comma 3. Let us take this as x1, y1. Next, minus 7 comma 5. It is x2, y2. Next. Ready? Into two equal parts means the line is divided into two equal parts. Means the point will be midpoint. Followed? Here on right. The point is midpoint.
7 by 2 comma 4, sir.
Right. By midpoint formula. By midpoint formula. By midpoint formula, it is x comma y. It is equal to x1 plus x2 y2 comma y1 plus y2 y2. Here. Then this is equal to x1 plus x2
2 plus 5.
plus 7
7.
minus 7
Sir, 2 minus 7.
minus 7. 2 minus 7 by 2. y1 plus y2. 3 plus 5. 3 plus 5 by 2. It's equal to minus 5 by 2. This is 8 by 2 is 4. Conclusion. Therefore, the coordinates of the midpoint. Therefore, the coordinates of the midpoint is minus 5 by 2 comma 4. Give you its one of its applied question. Simple one. Seven point 3 star is an example carried and repeated 3 times only. As per my observation,
One, sir.
question number 7. Right.
Yes.
Find. I'll write it. Point. Are you writing? Ask your sister to go back. Just come for playing with. Find the coordinates of the points of trisection. Points of trisection. Trisection of the line segment joining the point of the line segment, right? Joining the points A of 2 comma minus 2 and B of minus 7 comma 4. Hope you all have understood. You are going
Sir.
to find out the coordinates of the points of trisection. Then how many points will be the points of trisection?
2 points.
2 points.
So just, and moreover, they only have given the line. What is that line? Vijay,
AB.
it is AB. AB is the line. This is A and is B. Let us assume the points of trisection as
P and Q.
P and Q.
The points of trisection ಆಗಿತ್ತಲ್ಲ.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Write it as quadrasection. Trisection. Strike out ಮಾಡಿ. Quadrasection. Based on midpoint. Now you tell. Quadrasection means 4 equal parts. How many points are required to make 4 equal parts?
3 points.
3
3 points.
points.
3 points.
3 points.
Here is 1. 2 I know. This is 1. This is 1. So I name them as PQ and R. AP equal to PQ equal to QR equal to RB. Now you tell, how do you go for finding the coordinates of PQ and R? By using both midpoint formula and section formula, or using only section formula, or using only midpoint formula. All the 3 possibilities are there, but the easiest one is
Section formula.
Only midpoint formula.
midpoint
Midpoint
formula.
Only midpoint formula.
First, we have to find Q, sir.
Here, yes, Aditya, you are telling something.
First, we have to find Q, sir.
Very good, very good. When you observe Q, Q is the
It is the
midpoint
midpoint
of
of
AB.
AB.
Got it? So you can use midpoint formula. Next, P is the midpoint of AQ,
AQ.
Q.
AQ.
and R is the midpoint of
QB.
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 You find it very easy to use midpoint formula. So let us go for using the same. Right? Data. Karan Gowda. Karan. A of 2 comma minus 2. This is x1 y1. B of minus 7 comma 4. It is x2 y2. Let us assume the points of trisection as P, Q and R. Let P, Q and R be the points of trisection. What are these? Points of
Section.
quadrasection. Our exam ನಲ್ಲಿ into 4 equal parts ಆ ರೀತಿನೂ ಕೇಳಬಹುದು. Quadrasection. Then we can write AP equal to PQ equal to QR equal to RB. So for finding the coordinates, let's go for using only midpoint formula. We know that the midpoint formula x comma y is equal to x1 plus x2 y2 comma then y1 plus y2 by 2. Now let us find out coordinates of these one by one. First I'll move on to Q. Very good. Coordinates of Q. And we know that Q is the midpoint of AB. Right. ಅದು ನೀವು ಬರೀಲೇಬೇಕು. Right. Q is the midpoint of AB. Use the midpoint formula. Q of x comma y is equal to x1 plus x2. That is 2 minus 7. Y2. Y1 plus Y2. Minus 2 plus 4. Minus 2 plus 4 by 2. This is equal to 2 minus 7 is
-5.
minus 5 by 2. Minus 2
Comma
plus 4. 2.
2, sir.
2
2
by
by
2.
1.
1. So Q is minus 5 by 2 comma 1. That's all. Now let us find out coordinates of P. Right. Coordinates of
Is minus 1 by 4 and minus
P.
1 by 2, sir.
We all know that P is the midpoint of AQ.
AQ.
Right. P is the midpoint of AQ. P is the midpoint of AQ. Then, you know, A, it is x1, y1. Just like Q.
-5 by 2, comma 1. 5 by 2, comma 1.
So here are right. P of x comma y is equal to x1 plus x2. 2. 2 minus 5 by 2.
5 by 2.
1, 2. Next. Y1 plus y2. Here y1 is minus 2. Y2 is plus 1. Minus 2 plus 1 by 2. Are you writing?
Sir.
If you are not understanding, please tell me. Points in a bubble. A is 2 comma minus 2. B is minus 7 comma 4. Q just we found out minus 5 by 2, 1. As P is the midpoint of AQ, then it is x1 y1. This is x2 y2. 2 minus 5 by 2 by 2 and minus 2 plus 1 by 2. It's equal.
Sir, -1 by 4 and -1.
LCM is 2. Then 4.
-1 by 2. -1 by 2.
-1 by
-1 by 2 into 2.
Minus 1 by 2. In numerator, you simplify module. Minus 1 by 2. Then
Into 2.
is there. Take its reciprocal. It is 1 by
1 by 2.
Got it? Have you understood?
-1 by 4, comma -1 by 2, sir.
Minus 1 by 2. It's equal to minus 1 by 4, comma, minus 1 by 2. This is P. Next, let me find out coordinates of R. Coordinates of R. Again, I have been reminding you, you may go for using even section formula as well. We all know that R is the midpoint of
QB.
Let us write that. R is the midpoint of QB. It is R of x comma y. Let us write this x1 plus x2 by 2 minus 5 by 2 minus 7 whole divided by 2. Next, y1 plus y2 1 plus 4 by 2. It is equal to numerator and simplify one. LCM is 2. 2 sevens are 14 minus 5
Minus 19.
minus
14. 8.
minus 19 by 2 into
1
reciprocal
by
of
2.
denominator. It is 1 by 2. Then this is 5 by 2. This is equal to minus 19 by 4, comma 5. This is the coordinates of the point R. Right, calculation. Therefore, the coordinates of points of
Intersection.
quadrant section are this. Here, minus 1 by 4, comma minus 1 by 2. QR, minus 5 by 2, comma 1. And R, minus 19 by 4, comma 5. Ora. Next one, I've been giving you another very important applied question with respect to midpoint formula only. And it is also one of the most repeated question as well. And before that, let me explain what it is. You are very familiar with a polygon having 4 sides.
Quadrilateral.
Quadrilateral.
What do you call a quadrilateral in which opposite sides are equal? And
Rectangle.
Rectangle.
One of your wrong. Parallelogram.
Parallel.
Triangle ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ each angle should be 90 degree. Vijay. Look here. This is a parallelogram. Let us name this parallelogram as ABC. Opposite sides are parallel. How many diagonals can be drawn?
2.
Two diagonals. What are those?
AC, DB.
AC and DC.
Both will intersect at a point. Oh, last year, that is in 9th standard, you had learnt about the properties of parallelogram. It may be with respect to sides, with respect to angles, and with respect to diagonals. Sides ಬಂದ್ರೆ ನೀವು
Opposite sides. They are opposite sides.
parallel
And equal.
sir equal angles ಬಂದ್ರೆ opposite angles are
Equal.
adjacent angles are supplementary
Supplement.
with respect to diagonals. Diagonals really diagonal property.
Bisect each other.
Very good. Diagonals of a parallelogram,
Bisect each other at 90 degrees.
which means that here the diagonal AC will divide BD into 2 equal parts. Means BO equal to DO. Similarly, BD will divide AC into 2 equal parts. Means AO equal to CO. Now you tell me, what do you say about O with respect to AC?
It is the midpoint of AC.
The midpoint of AC.
O with respect to BD.
Midpoint of DB.
Midpoint of BD.
Midpoint of both AC and BD will be same. It is O. So based on this, one problem has been given. Copy the same. Put 3 star mark for this. Right. The question is, if the points is it equal now? Right. If the points A of 6, 1, B of 8, 2, C of 9, 4, and D of B, 3 are the vertices of a parallelogram. Taken in order. Find the value of P. Find the value of P. Did you understand? Find out one. Very simple one it is. Note.
So
A,
for
B,
using
C, and D
AC,
are
we
the
have to find the
consecutive vertices of a parallelogram. And just we have come to know that O is the midpoint of AC as well as BD. We know the coordinates of all the 4 points. Stop writing and observe. Here, can we find out the midpoint of AC?
Yes, sir.
Similarly, BD,
yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
are they equal or different? Equal, because
Equal.
O is the midpoint of both. Hence, by equating the coordinates of the midpoint, which is obtained by joining the line segment, the line segment which joins A and C as well as B and D. You are following? I need the response from your side. If you know I cannot move ahead. Charming face should be there. Yeah, yes, sir, we are understanding. Just by nodding your head, you can give your response. Serious, I feel something else. Don't come. Just observe. Here, all right. Coordinates of midpoint with respect to the line segment AB, which is equal to AC is equal to coordinates of the midpoint of the line segment BD. Right? Then how do you find out AC? Yes. 1, CS 9, 4. Midpoint. 6 plus 9. 6 plus 9 and
15.
15 by
15.
then 5 by 2.
5 by 7.5 and 2.5.
B is 8, 2. D is P, 3. 8 plus
8 plus
8 plus P by 2.
divided by 2.
By 2. 5 by 2.
Okay. We want the value of P. Hence, should we equate x coordinate or y coordinate? X coordinate.
Coordinate.
Then P is 7. Is it not?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Now, go for right. The other one. 15, 2 minutes. It should be finished. Right. We know that the diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other. Given figure. Here, O is the midpoint of both AC and B. Then right. Coordinates of ಇಲ್ಲಿ ತನಕ ಬರ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಲ್ಲ? We are going to use midpoint formula. Calculation. We know that midpoint formula x comma y it is x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2. After that, you write this. Coordinates of the midpoint of AC, it is equal to coordinates of the midpoint of BD. Now you write that it is AC 6 plus 9 by 2, then 1 plus 4 by 2. It is equal to BD. It is P plus 8 by 2, then 2 plus 3 by 2. Next, it is 15 by 2. This is 5 by 2. It's equal to P plus 8 by 2 as it is, then 5 by 2. Let us write on equating x coordinates. On equating x coordinates, 15 by 2, it's equal to P plus 8 by 2. 2 to get cancelled. Then P is equal to 15 minus 8 is equal to 7. Is it not simple? It was given in the examination for 2 months and one of the most repeated. Even no doubt in your school test also they'll give. In the final examination, they may give this even for 1 mark as well in case of MCQ. It is done. Now it is already time up. I think from past 3 days, I have not yet given the worksheet, no?
Yes, sir.
Sir,
From today onwards, dear students, today onwards, it is as usual. Morning class is running as usual and 12 to 2 o'clock, parents visiting time, and evening 6 to 7:30, doubt clarification. Okay. Yes,
Sir,
with that, let us stop the class. Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Thank you, sir.
Right, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.